Greetings, YouTube friends. Welcome to the first day of a brand new 18-month cycle and the start of a fresh 18.6-year cycle. Today, we're diving into an important astrological shift. The nodes of the moon are changing signs, and they're completing an 18.6-year cycle around the zodiac. This event carries profound implications for personal growth, collective trends, and even patterns in the U.S. equity markets. In financial astrology, I analyze both the astrology chart and I apply the events to financial charts to uncover patterns. For this video, I've studied the nodes transiting the Pisces-Virgo axis on the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart all the way back to 1913, and the results fit with the Neptunian theme. Before we dive into the charts, let's talk about what the nodes of the moon are. The nodes of the moon aren't physical objects, but points where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic, or the apparent path of the sun across the sky, as observed from Earth. The nodes represent powerful karmic themes. Unlike the planets, which move forward through the zodiac from Aries to Pisces, the nodes move retrograde, progressing from Pisces to Aries. This means that this particular ingress is the beginning of a new 18.6-year cycle for the nodes of the moon. The North Node symbolizes our future growth and potential, and it often carries a relentless or even insatiable drive towards the energy of the sign it occupies. The South Node, by contrast, highlights our past and our areas with unprocessed patterns or where we may feel stuck. Together, they form a polarity that seeks balance and integration. The true nodes made their entry into the Pisces-Virgo axis of the zodiac on January 11, 2025. The themes of this cycle emphasize creativity, adaptability, spiritual and emotional depth. In financial astrology, this transit may bring investment opportunities in water-related industries, flood management, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and particular areas of pharmaceuticals that focus on mental health and wellness. Let's take a look at the astrology chart over New York City when the nodes made their sign change into the Pisces-Virgo axis. Okay, so I always take a look at the charts over New York City because it's the home of the New York Stock Exchange. When the nodes of the moon entered the Pisces-Virgo axis over New York City, the event occurred on the 8th and the 2nd house. This house axis is known as the financial axis, making this transit especially significant for financial markets. The 8th house governs debt, taxes, and shared resources. With the North Node in Pisces activating this area of the chart, we enter a period of financial revisioning. The North Node is also very close to forming a complete conjunction with Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, also heightening this Pisces energy. This node transit emphasizes fluidity, adaptability, and visionary approaches to finance. But Neptune's influence adds complexity. Neptune can distort market realities, triggering irrational behavior or even hysteria. As Barbara Koval said, when you're dealing with Neptune in an economic sense, you know things always seem more wonderful than they are. Discernment is going to be the key to navigating this period. The nodal axis is the zodiac's karmic axis. The North Node draws us forward, often relentlessly, but it has its shadow. It can pull us in without fully integrating the lessons of the South Node, which represent our past. Yet, just as hot and cold are both measures of temperature, Pisces and Virgo are both measures of depth and awareness. True growth comes from balancing visionary ideals with the Virgo practical action, allowing us to fully embrace this transformative cycle. All right, now that we've explored the themes of the North Node's ingress into Pisces, let's dive into the technical analysis patterns on the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart. So what you're looking at here is the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart on the 2-month time frame, set to log scale so that we could fit the whole thing in one frame for this video here. There are 6 events of the North Node transiting the Pisces-Virgo axis since 1913. And throughout history, the nodes of the moon transiting this Pisces-Virgo axis have coincided with major market swings between 30 and 60%. This fits perfectly with our Neptunian theme of wild market swings and hysteria at times. So what I'm going to do is go through each one of these events, and we're going to summarize roughly what the moment in time was during this transit. We're going to begin with the newest event, the most recent event, which was in 2006. So from 2006 to 2007, the market experienced a steady 32.7% gain. until October of 2007, which marked the top before the great financial crisis. The nodes left the signs of Pisces and Virgo in December of 2007. This transit not only saw strong gains, but it also marked a major top before a major financial event. All right, the next event was the transit of the Pisces-Virgo axis from December of 1987 to May of 1989. And this period came shortly after Black Monday, which was a major market crash in 1987. This transit itself delivered a 45.33% recovery. However, it also came on the heels of a massive down move in the market. So we see now two cyclical patterns where the Pisces-Virgo axis is occurring just either side of a major event, a major financial crisis. Now let's move on to the next event, which happened in 1969. So from April of 1969 to November of 1970, this was a pretty challenging time during the U.S. equity markets. We saw a negative 35.6% loss as the downtrend dominated the market. So this was a major move down. This would fall into the category of Neptunian hysteria, I would say. Then if we move on here to the 1950 transit, we had the July 1950 to March 1952 transit, and we had an initial drop of 17% going into the event, into the transit, and then the market rallied for a 41% gain, marking a little bit of volatility in the beginning, but an overall uptrend during this period. Then our next transit was December 1931 to June of 1933, and this marked the bottom of the Great Depression. This transit was really impressive, and it saw a negative 54% decline, and then it also saw an almost 60% swing to the upside, marking a significant period of volatility with major swings going both directions. And finally, we take a look at the event in 1913 to 1914. So from June of 1913 to December of 1914 was the transit. And this included the panic crash of 1914. This crash actually led to the closure of the U.S. stock market for 4 months, resulting in a negative 37.51% loss. And the crest actually occurred midway through the transit. And see this gap here where represented where the markets were closed. So in short, we can see that the historical patterns suggest that major moves happen during the Pisces-Virgo transit. They also suggest that the Pisces-Virgo transit tends to either happen during or just before or after a major market crash. So these are all things that we can keep on our mind's eye as we're moving forward over the next several years. All right, friends, that's a wrap. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. If you're interested in a personalized reading, you can visit my website, margoamala.com. Also, you can check out my biweekly newsletter, the Astro Edge Report, and join the conversation in my growing Discord community. All the links will be in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.